John Madrid with Factory Direct. And remember, we're changing over or rebranding to Move In Next. So I wanted to bring you this late evening. It's almost 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. Today's June 18th. Just to kind of give you some updates on the inventory we have for sale, the new discounted prices that we have for sale, and some of the things that we have available now that we didn't have available as of yesterday. And if I'm glitching out in the camera, I apologize. Either way, it's not that big a deal. And I have my son on this side over here. So you can't see him, but he's over here on the side. And he's holding all of the props that I'm going to be bringing in, right? Which is just the big check and also the billboard that we're featured on University and Andrews Highway, catty corner from Odessa College. So just kind of give you a heads up. También les quiero recordar que si hablo español, so cualquier cosa que necesiten, si es una casa móvil, si es una casa con terreno, no importa si es una casa regular, ya estamos empezando a hacer eso también. Again, guys, just trying to reiterate that we are bilingual here, and it tells you at the bottom, it says your trusted manufactured home builder. We also have some exciting news that I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview. But we're also going to be helping you guys move in next, not only for manufactured homes, land home packages, modular homes, and prefabricated site-built houses, okay? So we're going to be able to provide you guys with anything and everything you could need. So let's see if I can get it right. I got it right here. Boom, over here to the side. You'll see the QR code there. That QR code, you can go ahead and scan it. You can go ahead and apply today. Again, what we like to do here, unlike any other dealership, and I worked at a dealership for 12 years. There's nothing bad to say about dealerships because we're still an online dealership, but we don't ask you guys for a deposit to get started working for you. What we like to do is get you pre-qualified on your home first. So in other words, obviously we want to talk to you, figure out what your housing needs are, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to figure out what your max loan amount is with your minimum down payment. In other words, what your buying power can be calculated as. And then keep in mind also with a manufactured house or any kind of home loan, it's the one type of loan that you can take out. Sorry if I'm glitching in the camera, but it's the one type of loan that you can take out where it doesn't affect you to apply to multiple, lenders. So again, instead of wasting your time or utilizing your day off, or having to pack your kids in the car and take them all the way to the dealership, why utilize that? Which, if you're watching this right now, I encourage you to either over here in this corner, scan the QR code. You can do it right from your couch today on this, wonderful Wednesday night. Or you can do it from your computer, your laptop, iPad. It doesn't matter. It only takes about 10 minutes to get you pre-qualified. And then again, that thing comes in, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a quick video on how easy it is. But you fill it out, takes you less than 10 minutes to do so. Then you instantly get an email from DocuSign. You press 3 or 4 buttons there, and it shoots over to us. Then we submit it to all the lenders we have, and we ask them all the same questions. What's the max loan amount? What's the minimum down payment? What's the best rate, the best term? Because we don't steer you to a specific lender. We shop you to all the lenders because it's consolidated as one inquiry. Let me see here. My finger's glitching out. It's one inquiry, but at the same time, so in theory, you should have multiple approvals through multiple lenders so that you can see what the best financing option works for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ask him to hand me this check because we want you guys, and I redrew it just because I was told that some of it looked kind of odd. But I put today's date on it, all right? So today's date is June 18th, 2025, and it says you're next. So if you haven't read the description, what we just did is we increased our referral fees because we need your help selling these 4 homes, okay, 2.5 times. So we blew away the competition. Everybody else, they might pay between $500 to $1,000 in referral fees. We want to make you, we'll even take your picture with this big old check and put your name where it says you're next. And we made it $2,500. So it's not even close. Again, I know my face is glitching out with this huge check, but $2,500 per referral. Okay. So if we're going to focus on just these 4 homes right now, because we have 4 homes that we're showcasing today, plus a 5th option in case you happen to be, let's just say a business owner who needs to house employees. We went out and saw an amazing location today, and we have a special discount that you get just through us by booking in or booking with moveinnext.com or with your friend here, John Madrid, with moveinnext.com, right? And Factory Direct. So again, just pointing out that nobody can mess with us when it comes to referral fees. All right. So you're next, 2,500, and we're talking about 4 homes today. So again, I'm also going to point out that at the bottom, I put Power Base with a big smiley face. All right. So I'm going to point out what Power Base means. All right. But also the fact that we're paying 2,500 per referrals. So if you can't do the math, which I know you can, but I'm going to do it for you anyways. If you can find us by working your Power Base, just like I told my team to do, look in your cell phone and the top 10 people that you talk to on a daily basis, send them all the same text and tell them, hey, are you looking for a new manufactured home that's already ready to move in or a land home package? We're going to pay. And if you send the same text to all 10 of your friends, at least one of them is probably going to be like, actually, yeah, I'm tired of renting, or I'm tired of living with my mom, or whatever the situation may be. And if they buy or when they buy from us, you get a check for $2,500 per person. So if you refer us 4 people and all 4 of them buy, that's $10,000 we're going to give away in referral fees, which again, holding this big old check more than happily. All right. Because we want to pay you better than the rest. And we want you to help you or your family move in next. So if you're watching this and you're one of the people that actually needs to move in next, and you're like, well, how do I get the $2,500? Well, we can't necessarily pay you the $2,500, but what we can do is a couple different things. So number one, 3 of the 4 homes that we're going to showcase today, let me see, my fingers are disappearing, are in a community. One of them's in Stonegate. The other 2 are in Airline. And then the last one is a land home package, all right? Or the first one we're going to showcase. We'll take care of, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5 months worth of lot rent for you on the house. So that way you still, if you buy, you still get to utilize the $2,500 towards your lot rent. That way you don't have a lot rent payment for 5 months, all right? So again, guys, if you're watching this, I know it seems like I'm rambling on. I'm not, because I really want to focus on the fact that we're just 2.5 times our referral fees. So we're blowing away the competition, not only with good deals, move-in ready homes, new pre-owned land homes. It doesn't matter, whatever it is that you need. We have them in the best locations, and we're paying the best referral fees. So make sure that you work that Power Base. In other words, all of you guys who are watching this, I know there's a couple of you right now. There's probably going to be a few hundred of you, or maybe a few thousand of you that watch this by the time the video's flowing through. Make sure you hit up, text. I mean, what does it hurt to text all of your friends and family and say, do you need a house? Because I know a guy who can hook you up. He's got land homes. He has homes ready to move in. He can order them from the factory. He can do site builds. Whatever it is that they need, we got you covered. And you might as well get paid $2,500 in the meantime, or get 5 months worth of lot rent for free, or we'll hook you up with another special. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move on, but at the bottom, también recuerda que hablamos español, 432-201-1105. Remember, guys, we are bilingual. That number rings to 3 of us. That's me, Joe Angel, and Amelia. So it doesn't matter what time you want to call. If you want to call right now, call or text us right now. Either way, one of us is going to answer. If we're awake, we'll answer. Some of us are night birds or night owls. We like to stay up late. But at the end of the day, make sure that you can do that. All right. Again, guys, 432-201-1105. Make sure you call or text your friend here, John Madrid. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. So the next slide here is the way that MH Abstract looks like. So again, if you're looking at this, let me see if I point in the right direction over here in this corner. You'll see the QR code that says apply now. Or if you're watching this video or watching this live, whether it's live or on replay, you'll see a link that ends, the bit link that ends in moveinnext.com. You click it. It'll take you to this landing page here. Let me go ahead and rewind it. It'll take you to this landing page. It'll look just like that. You can select whatever salesperson you're working with, whether it's me, Amelia, Joe Angel, Jose, whoever the case may be. You just select their name, you fill it out, and it's impossible to mess it up, because if you miss a box, it'll pop up in yellow. Like even during this video, I purposely made an error so you can see it'll tell you, hey, can't move on until you put city or state or date of birth or whatever the case may be. Super easy. Okay. It takes less than 10 minutes. Then see right there, I just purposely missed county on purpose. It popped up as an error. But either way, guys, again, it's very infallible or a very easy to complete, very hard not to be able to complete. Then you instantly get an email from DocuSign, which everybody uses. You take 3 or 4 clicks and you're good to go. All right. So we use that. And again, we don't even ask you for deposit, because if you're able to click the link before we even talk to you, not saying we don't want to talk to you beforehand, that means that we'll go ahead and start working for you without any kind of money down. All right. So again, guys, we use MH App Track. At the bottom, it says MH App Track is the way in 2025, and that you can call or you can text us at 432-201-1105. And there's 3 of us that it'll ring to. So one of us will answer. If we don't, leave a voicemail, send a text message, whatever works for you works for us. All right. Okay. So the next house that I'm going to highlight is going to be the Stanton house. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double wide. So let me go ahead and let this video play for a little bit. It is a 32 by 60. So at the bottom, it'll tell you 4-bed, 2-bath, ready to move in now. All right. So if it's ready to move in now, that means that we've already done the hard work. So if you guys are wanting a land home package and you don't want to wait 6 months for it to happen, you need to buy this house today. All right. And then I highlighted my cousin out here, Letty Sullivan. She's an amazing real estate agent, and it's got her phone number there, 432-260-6757. She is the real estate agent on this home. Again, you don't necessarily have to go through her to buy this house, but just to kind of point out, we do have real estate agents, on our staff that help us if you need a site-built house. Again, we're already getting in the business of building site-built homes, but again, you don't need to go anywhere else. If you're looking to move it next, whether it's site-built, whether it's prefabricated, modular, manufactured, land home, whatever it is, we got you covered. Y también hablamos español. Me gusta recordarles que podemos hablar español. Estamos disponibles 7 días a la semana. Lo que necesitan, aquí estamos para ayudarle. Again, guys, reiterating, we are bilingual. Everybody we have here on staff speaks Spanish, or they can get you to me or somebody else who does speak Spanish. But at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter if you're in the market for a manufactured home in a community, whether it be Stonegate, Airline. If you're looking for a land home, we have this one ready to go. And we recently reduced the price. So if you reiterate and you look at the description, we lowered the price, and this is going to be the final price drop on every single house that we have on the market, because we need to sell them now. So if we lower the price very aggressively, and I'm going to go ahead and ask him for the check again, even though you guys are watching the big video and I'm just in the corner, and we increased our referral fees to $2,500 per house. That tells you that we need your help in selling all of these homes, and we want to pay you well for referring us your family, friends, co-workers, brother, sister, mother, cousin, aunt, uncle, doesn't matter. Help them improve their living situation and help yourself get paid, and help us sell the inventory that we need to sell as well. All right. So again, it doesn't matter if you need a site built, land home, manufactured home, modular home. We are the place to help you move in next. So this house right here is out in Stanton. It was valued, or it is valued at $325,000. We've lowered it down a few times. We actually had a buyer on it. It's in an HOA. So again, HOA, some people see it as a negative. I see it as a positive, because that means that the HOA is not going to allow anybody to do anything crazy. So think about as crazy neighbors as you've had. Have you thought about it? If you haven't, you should. We've all had one of those neighbors that we're like, man, I can't believe he did blank. Well, HOA is there to protect you from letting anybody do anything crazy if they live near you. All right. But either way, we set up this house. It's FHA compliant. We're talking about on a foundation, termite treatment, smart panel skirting, huge deck in the front, deck in the back, already has the septic, the water, everything. And like literally, if you apply today, there's no other place that's going to be able to guarantee you. And I don't say, let me rephrase, not guarantee, but assume, right? If you do a land home, you're looking at 3, 4 to 6 months minimum. If you apply for this house today, you're looking at 6 weeks or less if we move quickly, because the house is already built. It's already set up. It's brand new, never been lived in. It's on the house. All we have to do is get you approved. We turn in your basic conditions, ID, social, check stubs, last 30 days of check stubs, last 2 years of W-2s, last 2 years of tax returns on a land home. And then within 2 weeks or less, we can already order the appraisal as soon as it comes in, which we know it's going to appraise because we've done comps. Thanks to my cousin up there, Letty Sullivan. Big shout out to her. Let's talk houses. But either way, we're talking about 6 weeks or less, 45 days or less. You can be moving into a land home package in Stanton on an acre. And we've talked about it. An acre is 43,560 square feet. This house is 4-bedroom, 2-bath, smart panel skirting on the outside, metal roof, 2x4 construction on your exterior and your interior house. No freaking carpet on the inside of the house. So that's typically an upgrade. So it's linoleum throughout, wood decks in the front, the back. Again, fantasy kitchen. We're talking about everything you could want in a house, especially if you're looking to own property and land. And it's only 15 minutes from Walmart on I-20. So it's not like you're an hour away from civilization, because in reality, it doesn't matter even if you're watching this right now. Let's say you live in Odessa, but you work in Midland. You might as well live in Stanton because it's the same amount of drive, isn't it? But so at the end of the day, you're probably going to drive further from Odessa to Midland than you would from Stanton to Midland. But again, you get the point. Everything in Odessa, Midland area is going to be a 20 to 30 minute drive. I mean, there's people that live in Andrews and they drive to Odessa, huh? There's people who live in Crane and they drive to Odessa, huh? There's people who live in freaking Monahans and drive to Odessa, huh? I could go on for days and days and days, because people who live in Big Spring, they drive to Midland to the mall or to Odessa for the mall. So if you're looking for a land home package, you need to buy this one today, because we went from $325 the value down to $295, down to $289 where we had an offer. Again, the clients didn't like that there was an HOA. I was surprised, not because I'm saying anything bad, because I'd rather have an HOA protecting me from crazy neighbors. How about you? Yeah, at the end of the day, you don't want any crazy neighbors. But we recently reduced it again because we're getting aggressive with it. $275, but that's the lowest we're gonna drop it. So if you're thinking, well, if we wait a little bit, maybe he'll drop it again. If we had an offer at $289, it makes sense that we're gonna get a buyer at $275, huh? That's $14,000 less. So don't miss out on this opportunity. All right. So again, 432-201-1105. We have the land home ready. Now we can move you in 6 weeks or less if you're quick with your paperwork, instead of 6 months or 9 months. All right. Okay. So the next video we're going to highlight is of the overflow or the overview with one of our drones on Stonegate. So I like to kind of pause it here. Stonegate is off 1320 North Fairgrounds. It is 100% full. So if you think about it, 100% full is 100% full. That means that we're the only people that have a house available. We have the 2023 Lyla. A year ago, we sold it for $130,000. Pretty good. Unfortunately, the house became available on the repo market. We had it on sale for $20,000 less at $109,000. Now we have it lowered, and we're not lowering it again at $99,999. And it's ready to move in now. All right. And it's in Stonegate where they have a waiting list. So I'm going to showcase the house here. This Lyla is a 16 by 76, 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,200 square feet, smart panel skirting on the exterior, metal roof, 2x4 construction, interior and exterior, linoleum throughout, fantasy kitchen on the inside. And again, guys, we're talking about $30,000 under the value of what it sold last year. So if you notice there, the fridge and the stove are gone. We're ordering a brand new stainless steel fridge and a brand new stainless steel refrigerator and stove. I said fridge twice. And I realized that the dryer wasn't working, so we're putting a brand new washer and dryer in there. So you're going to have all of your appliances included for under $100,000 in the highest demand community in Midland. All right. So again, Stonegate Singlewide, the Lyla, 432-201-1105. Call or text us right now. And again, over here, boom. You can, scan the QR code or click the link so you can get pre-qualified. We'll get you a max approval, minimum down payment, and get you into one of these gorgeous houses that we have available right now. Okay. So the next house that I'm going to highlight is the double wide. It's a 2011 28 by 44. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. We put about $15,000 worth of remodeling into this home. We put new flooring, new texture, new paint. I mean, we recharged the AC. I mean, we ripped out the old showers, put in the new showers. Again, guys, this house, I already pulled an NADA. It's valued at $125,000. We lowered it down to $105,000, and now we've, again, hit the rock bottom price. It's at $99,999. Okay, so basically right under $100,000 for a double wide that's ready to move in now. All right. We've already finished remodeling it. It might as well be brand new. It's valued at $125,000 and we're selling it for only $99,999. And again, without even having to put a deposit down. Now we go ahead and we skip over the deposit. Once we get you the max approval and the minimum down, we go ahead and just get you to put the down payment. We send you a Square link. So you don't even have to leave your couch to apply, get approved, or to send in your down payment or your paperwork. Now, obviously, and I'm sure you would want to come see the house in person, you just call or text one of us. Again, there's 3 of us that will answer the phone, and we'll set up a time that works for everybody to meet you on location so you can actually walk the home and make sure you love it, which I'm sure you will. And that number is here at the bottom, 432-201-1105. And again, guys, remember, we just almost tripled our referral fees. They were at $1,000, and everybody else, I've been in the business for 12 years. They're either at $500 to $1,000. Now we've gone up to $2,500. All right. So we went from $1,000 to $2,500. That's almost 300%. That's 250% increase in referral fees. And we have 4 homes that we're focusing on selling right now. So that means you need to apply so we can get you approved, get you out of whatever situation it is that you're not trying to be in. And if you're in an apartment and you thinking to yourself, I wish my lease was already up, apply anyways. Let me get you approved. And then as soon as I get you approved, or even before then, call your apartment complex and say, hey, how much is my reletting fee? The reletting fee is basically the fee that's in every single contract, which is in the homeowner's buyer's clause, all right, or home buyer's clause. It doesn't matter. Either way, there's a clause in there. It's called the reletting fee, which is typically just 1 month's rent to break the lease without it going on your credit. So you don't have to assume, because most people don't know, that they can break the lease legally without it affecting their credit, and we'll buy you out of it. We'd rather pay the 1 month's rent to get you out of the lease so you can become a homeowner and stop renting, stop throwing money away. Because even if you think about it right now, the average person, at least in this area, even though we ship nationwide, pays about $1,500 a month in rent. And that's for like a 3-bed, 2-bath. And that's if they get 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. So I'm being generous with that. That's $18,000 that they're paying, or you guys might be paying, a year in rent. So if you think to yourself, crap, I've been renting for 10 years, that's $180,000 you've wasted in rent. Why not go ahead and buy a house and own it versus wasting money on rent in something that you're not happy with, or you're having to share a wall or a roof or somebody or something with someone. All right. So again, this double wide's a 2011. We just put $15,000 in it. In refurbishment and remodels, we put new floor, new moldings, new showers, new windows, all kinds of stuff. So again, guys, go ahead and get pre-qualified and approved. All right. So this next house right here is the 2013 Solitaire. That's actually the one I'm in right now. It is the move-in next studios and the home that I'm currently staying in. It is for sale as well. It is a Solitaire 16 by 76 or 16 by 72. I'm sorry. 3-bed, 2-bath. It's around 1,100 square feet. And if you guys have heard of Solitaire, that means it's 100% tape and texture. It's got 100% flooring. It's got the low-wing windows. It's got a metal roof on it. It's full tape and texture. It has fiberglass tubs and showers. I can go on and on and on. All right. But either way, that house, we also lowered it. It's valued at $95,000. We had it for $85,000. We just lowered it to $79,999. Again, these prices are not going to go any lower, but just really reiterating the fact that there's no excuse for you guys not to buy or to hit up your top 10 power base. Remember, let me see that check. Where is it? Gotta love it. All right. So remember, over here at the bottom, or let me see right here. Boom. Even if you can't see it, and I'll show it again. It says power base at the bottom. Power base just means the top 10 people that you talk to on a daily basis. Text all of them and say, hey, are you needing a new house? Or do you need to move out of your mom's house? Whatever the case may be. And that's not even you being a hater or being somebody that's looking you. It's you looking out for your family, friends, cousin, brother, mother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever the case may be. Or ask them who they know. And you guys split the $2,500, 2 ways or 3 ways. That's still a lot of free money for sending a text message while you're watching this live in this video. Y recuerda que también hablamos español. Me gusta hacer estos videos y me gusta hacerlos largos, para que puedan mirar todas las diferentes casas que tenemos disponible, y también recordarles que hablamos español y tenemos de todo, nuevas, usadas, con terreno, sin terreno, en parqueadero, con especiales. Again, guys, we are here 365, 7 days a week. Again, if we're awake, we're going to answer the phone. So call or text right now and today And again, hopefully I am pointing in the right direction. Scan the QR code or click the link so you guys can get approved on any of these homes. Because again, we've lowered them so much, they can't go any lower. Otherwise, I'd be paying you to take the house. And at this point, we almost are. But we do need to sell these homes, and we want to pay you guys the fattest referral fees in the market. Everybody, I'm sure all the other dealerships who are watching this right now, I'm sorry that I'm having to do this to you guys because I know it's difficult. But that's the reason I went out on my own and became online, because I wanted to simplify the process. I wanted to take out the headaches, take out the fact that you have to come in on your day off, that you got to bring the kids in, that you got to utilize that. It's stressful. Right now, the last couple of days, I know I was out on location. I'm about to show you this next slide. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you the next slide. All right. So the next slide, let me see here. We went out and checked out a location. So this is more for the business owners, and I'm not getting distracted, but look at that aerial view. I know you guys have all seen it on I-20. All right. So we went out and we looked at it, and there's amazing housing opportunities. So if you guys are wasting money on an apartment, or if you're wasting money on, let's say, a Motel 6 or whatever the case may be, we know as business owners, myself as well, that keeping your employees happy is the most important thing. And this place is amazing. And we're talking about off-frame modulars with an on-site cafeteria. They offer meals, and we have a special promotional code that you get a discount with us. And if you book long-term, you get an even better deal that you can only get exclusively with your friend here, John Madrid, but again, with Factory Direct, to help you guys move in next or help your employees stay longer. Because the last thing we need to do, because if you know, like I know, the most expensive thing that there is in business is retraining people, right? Really having to reinvest the time and the resources and the employees that you just lost, or maybe you had to get rid of because they weren't doing a good job. But the case is that it doesn't matter. There's only a limited amount of doors. Right now, they're about 75% full. So there's limited spaces available. But if you just send me a message directly, or you text me 432-201-1105 and say, need employee housing, we have some doors left. As of today, earlier, we were out there on location. There's only like maybe 70 doors out of 300, which sounds like a lot. But we have a couple of, contacts of ours that need 20 doors, 10 doors. But the case may be is that you get a special discount with your friend John Madrid with Factory Direct, and you get the best location in the area. Because again, when we talk about, like we were talking about Stanton earlier, right? Even if you live in Big Spring or you work in Big Spring, but you need an employee to live somewhere, I mean, we're talking about 20, 30 minutes. If you live in the DFW area, which in the next 10 to 15 years, this place might as well be, everything's 10, 20, 30 minutes anyways. So an employee is used to driving that amount of distance. So make sure that you hit up your friend John Madrid with Factory Direct to help you guys either move in next or help get you the best employee housing rate on the market. And again, with the best facilities, there's even an on-site gym, an on-site cafeteria where they offer meal options. You can walk in and buy breakfast. I want to say that it was from 3 to 9, so 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. or 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. And they're about to roll out lunch. And it literally has an awesome cafeteria. You can walk in there. They have good food. You can sit down. They have about seating for about 30, 40 people there, TVs, Coke machine, all kinds of stuff. I mean, so if you want the best housing, whether it's employee, your personal housing, Factory Direct, John Madrid is the only place to come to. So we need to make sure that you call or text us today, 432-201-1105, or that you apply today. Because it doesn't matter if you're looking for again, just reiterating, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next slide so I can zoom back in. Again, guys, this one ran a little long, but we like this long form to run long. It's about a half-hour video that we just did to point out that that's how many options we have. We have land homes available that you can move in 6 weeks or less if you're motivated. We have, 2, 3, 4 other houses that are already set up in communities that are ready to move in yesterday. So if you're a cash buyer and you pay cash tomorrow, you can move in the day after tomorrow, okay? Because we're 365, 7 days a week. If you need financing and you want to move into one of those manufactured homes in the communities, we can get you in 30 days or less. Either way, guys, apply today, 432-201-1105. And if you're watching this and you're a business owner and you have employees and you don't know where to put them, or you're tired of putting them in a Motel 6 that nobody wants to be in, and I'm not hating on Motel 6 or any other motel for that case, but you want to put them in a community with no gates around it so they don't feel like they're in a prison, with awesome AC. We're talking about soundproof walls, because again, if you want your employees to be happy, you want them to be able to rest in a, and I say a suite because that's what they look like, in a suite that's very, quiet, climate controlled, with a gym on site, with a cafeteria on site, an ice machine on site, right off of I-20, where they could hit Big Spring if they needed to, or hit Midland or Andrews or whatever the case may be. What better location to be at as the one that we're presenting you, right? So we want to make sure that you know that nobody else is going to get you better deals on housing, employee housing, personal housing. It doesn't matter, whatever the case may be. We are the place to come to. So let me go ahead and borrow this check one more time. Really reiterating again and again, all the other dealers, if you're watching this, and I know you are, I really appreciate it. A lot of you guys are personal friends of mine. I'm sorry I had to come out with the $2,500 referral fees. So don't be surprised if in the next 2-3 weeks, if not this week, you start to see other dealerships very disgruntled having to increase their referral fees to $2,500 because nobody else does. And I'm going to keep floating this check up and down, pointing out the fact that nobody else in the market does 2,500 referral fees. All right. So again, I'm sorry that I'm going to seem as if I'm costing you guys money. I'm not. I'm trying to get you guys, the buyers, the employers, the best deal, the employees. And even if you're an employee and you're unhappy at what place you're staying at now, call your employer and say, hey, I just watched John Madrid with Move In Next, and he said he's got the spot. He can get you a discount. I can get a gym. I can get a cafeteria, whatever the case may be, a better rest for you so you can be more productive for your employer. Because again, anything I can do to help my employees be more productive, I'm all about it. All right. And just like you guys, I'm about to keep pointing out again and again, because it's a big deal. Because again, I've been doing this for 14 years and nobody has ever paid this much in referral fees. And right now we're focused on selling these 4 homes, right? Plus employee housing. But these 4 homes are going to pay $2,500 per location. That means that's $10,000 in referral fees that we're going to pay out happily with a huge grin on our check. See, I'm already thinking checks, as you should, on our face as we pay you $2,500 for referring your power base. Let me borrow that one more time, and I'll keep saying one more time. Power base. In case you guys are tuning in towards the end, what is power base? That's the 10 people that you can think of in your cell phone right now. And we did a live a couple weeks ago, and then the average. Did you know, Juanito, the average 650 contacts is what people have in their cell phone? I see. He's smarter than me. I didn't know that. I looked at my phone. I had like 1,200. And I asked my other, my Amelia, and she was like 400 and something. But either way, I Googled it. Google it now. It's like the average number of contacts in a phone at 650. That means that surely you got 10 people that you can text, call right now, and be like, hey, do you need a house? Do you need employee housing? Whatever the case may be. And if they buy one of the homes, the 4 homes that we are highlighting, that's $2,500 a pop. That's $10,000 available right now in your pocket that you can call or text 432-201-1105. Get paid, help your family, friends, brother, mother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle. It doesn't matter. Co-worker, whatever the case may be, improve their life and get paid and feel great about it. And remember, if you're watching this and you're a potential homeowner or you're even thinking about it, and you're one of the people I described, we'll cover 5 months of the lot rent on one of the homes in the community. And you know what? I haven't even thought about it yet, but I will end up you know what? I'm just came up with it. I will put $2,500 worth toward, if you buy the land home, I will put $2,500 worth or towards a carport, because I don't have that out there right now, a 2-car carport on that land home instead. So you either get a carport for free if you're a homeowner or looking to buy or do buy. You get 5 months of lot rent for free. Plus, whoever refers you gets $2,500 as a referral fee. Does that seem like a loss to anybody? No. And we will gladly do it. So let's make sure we get it done, because I want to see some applications come in tonight, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. And we want to help you guys move